will be standing outside. That's what I am talking about. We are protecting a few people as against deploying the resources and human capital to protect the environment. Until we do that, we will not achieve. Are we going to raise a new police formation to secure the schools? What about when the children leave the school? We are talking about a sick society that we have refused to accept the fundamental flaws that we have caused our own country. We must deal with this. And if we continue to pretend about it, this will linger. I have said this. The National Youth Service Scheme should be converted into a security and intelligence unit. Within 10 months that you are in this scheme, you are trained as an intelligence officer. Wherever you find your job, be it in the bank, be you a trader in Alaba market, you are watching your back and watching someone else's. Security is not just about the man in uniform. We can't continue to repeat this. That man in uniform is a law enforcement officer. You and I are the security people. So until we have the basic training, advance in the training, and even acquire some level of expertise, even while you are a broadcaster, we won't have achieved much on security. Go to any other country that is conscious. The doc was talking about his experience in Israel. Walk into Israel today. Once you're a suspect, somebody walks up to you, announce your profile. If you have 3 names on your international passport, he will mention it. And then you'll be taken aback to ask yourself, how does this man know me? It's intelligence and it's application. It's about a people who know that they are not safe. Israel realizes that it is not safe. So they have done everything and will continue to do everything humanly possible to protect that small enclave. We have to do so.
I was looking at the Israeli model when you talk about the NYSC and everyone gets...
Yes, we can take that. We can take others. Several other countries are very serious with security. You haven't talked about the Scandinavia. The 4 or 5 countries that make up the Scandinavia are very security conscious. You can break in. Look at Australia. Look at New Zealand. These are people who see their challenges. I'll tell you something. Our border, we say again, we have said before, have no security. People were mocking at the American presidential candidate, now president-elect, who talked about fencing out Mexico. And we made fun of it. This is a man who realized the threat and where it was coming from. We need to realize where this threat is coming from and enforce, implement a strict, sophisticated border control where we can check. I have talked about fencing, but when you say that, people begin to look at the cost. Oh, how will it cost? Then ECOWAS protocol on freedom of movement and all that. Fine and good. We can bring in all these protocols, bring in the challenges, and look at cost-effective, better ways, humane ways of, bringing in all the challenges and finding solutions to them. But Nigeria is under threat. For now, look at a country of 36 states, and there is military action in 28 or 29 states. There is military action in 28 or 29 states out of 36. It shows that we are not safe. It shows that there is trouble. Internal security. The aggression is not from our neighbors. It's not from Cameroon. It's not from Chad. It's about our own people and mercenaries who come in from across the border. So we need to check these things. We need to realize this threat. And until we secure this country, the so-called investments we run about from China to Antarctica will not flow and will not flourish. The Nigerian has to invest in his country. First of all, do well. And then he expects or invites the foreigner. We are not doing well here. We are being robbed every day. And you expect the foreigner to bring his money? Unless on supply of weapons.
You know, I think you've raised quite a number of issues here. When we'll come back, we'll just try and, as much as expatiate more on them and see if we can get solutions to some of these issues. You talked about the border, and what readily comes to mind is amazing. This is 2017, and I recall about 4 or 5 years ago when we had China's Forum, and the theme of that China's Forum was on security, a clear and present danger. I'm happy you remember that. And we were talking, we also spoke about the borders, the porosity of our borders, and a couple of things that we were not doing right at that time. Right. Whether we listened is another thing that we'll explore more rather when we come back after now. Stay with us.